Alright. Junky 1-inch keyboard rims from the biggin are out. This one's bent. And the new ones are on. Yeah. 5-lug now. These are from a giant Husqvarna Hydro. Straight on to the axles, no issues. And just slip these dust covers back on with one hand. Hold up. Come on. There it goes. There we go. It's like that on both sides. Obviously. Nice looking hubs. The engine, it still ain't running right. I don't know what the deal with that is. And I have paint thinner sitting outside, so to put on these so I can clean up the wheels and then get the sun-Fs installed for the front. I'm excited. Then I'm gonna get some actual mud tires for the back. They're 26 12x12, and these rims are wider than these. The tire sticks out from the edge of the rim here, pretty much the same as these, except this is a 10.5-inch wide tire and that's a 9.5. And you can tell when they're side by side, that one's a whole lot bigger. That one's wider than that one. And it's taller by like a 1/4 of an inch or so. Maybe it'll get me up to 9 miles an hour. And they are tubed, which is cool. I could try and reuse them on the 26s, but I feel like they'd be too big to use. Now out here on this opposed twin, I did some work to it. And see, there's no pistons in there anymore. And look at how clean the inside of this engine is. Like, everything looks good. The oil slinger looks good. Governor. But you hear it locking up. I think it's something to do with the valves. I'm just wondering how much wear was on the rods. It was like none, even on the top one. The top one only starts getting low on lubrication considering how low the slinger for oil is down there. See that? Right. And normally the top rod gets worn out well. There's like no scoring in either of these. There's some, but not much. It's like they're new. What is that? That's right. That's cast iron front axle with the mounting brackets as well. And that is a giant bolt. That's like huge. Oh, look who's smiling at me. I don't know how I'm gonna make the brackets, but somehow, some way, I'm putting that on the Brute. Something bad happened with the Brute too, though. Look up in there. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I got it running, drove it around the yard for a minute and a half, and it died all the way up at the front of the driveway. I had to push it back. Oh well. Now, the same place we got the wheels and tires and the axle and everything there had 3 46 cubic inch opposed twins, and one of them was a IC Plus, a pressure lubricated 46 cubic inch one. He wanted $100 for any opposed twin. So, sadly, Big Red's not getting a 46 for a while, unless I find a better deal on Marketplace here soon. Maybe when it starts mowing season back up. This engine's so good. This engine was like always the best part of this mower. Yeah, that engine was definitely the best part of that mower. Goodness, my nose is stuffy. Still need to figure out how to mount that. As a skid plate on the big end. But, you know, and we have a welder now. We've done a little bit of welding. We put wheels and then bolt and then little welds on them on this old Craftsman table saw. And all this is hardware from that transaxle and whatever. So it was these bolts that mount on the front and whatever. These, which actually slid like that on the axle and wrapped around the case on the transaxle. 2 more keys. These are longer than the ones in there. About like 1/8 of an inch. But oh well, it don't matter. And then a couple more 1-inch E-clips. I swear I just seen my cat laying in the middle of the yard. And then he wasn't there. Y'all ever see things like that? Anyways, Big Red has drift tires on it right now. Its tires over here. I have videos of it drifting in the rain and leaves, but, you know, kind of sucked, and the belt fell off like 25 times. More like 6, still. Though, it sucks. But yeah, the biggest things is these wheels. And we only got them like an hour ago. I believe these are 3/8 lug bolts, and there's 5 of them on each side. These wheels are full of mouse poop. It's gross. That was gross too. Oh, excuse me. Anyways. I'm thinking about maybe taking these to my school shop class and trimming them down so they stick out wider. But if I did that, it'd weaken the hub. And these hubs are $80 for a set on Sears Parts Direct. Now, I did find some for like $50 on eBay. And they are cast iron. They're better than these. I don't think I want those, though. Because that'd be another $50 down the drain. I already paid $75 for all this. Whoa. Something crazy, though, is the tires I'm getting for the back of this should be like that wide. Like, really, really wide. And I tried to put washers and whatever to scoot that wheel in. So it's same as that. But it wouldn't work. I didn't have enough washers. And I have all these. And it still won't work. And that's all my 1-inch washers. A lot of them now. He kept everything he could from that mower. Which is a good thing. These bolts here are really useful. I don't know what I'm going to use these for. They might come in handy for something. I don't know what I'm going to use these for either. I don't know what I'm going to use most of this for. Most of that stuff for. But, I'm thinking here soon the Brute needs a rebuild. If we were able to get the transaxle from that Husqvarna too, the Brute would be getting a new transaxle. A big heavy-duty 1-inch axle hydro. But then it would have been double the price. And I'm not willing to pay $150 considering I'm paying $180 for the back tires on the big end as well. I already paid $80 for the fronts and $75 for the wheels and hubs and cast iron for an axle. Maybe I'll wait till Christmas and whatever. But, now there is one bad thing about this axle, right? It's really good. The bushings are good on it. And it's really, really heavy. The issue is look how worn down that spindle is. They wore the crap out of that spindle. They'd never greased it, probably. So I'm going to probably end up... And that sucks, too, because, like, this is a really good axle. Like, real strong looking. That has a lot of play in it. I'm probably going to end up taking these spindles and seeing if I can jam them on this and put these dust covers on them, too, so it don't get full of water and mud and dirt. And this is a solid cast iron axle. It has a couple holes in it. But, like, that's it. And, yeah, I think that might be... Now, that's a 1/2 inch bolt. That definitely is not 5/8. Which is giant still. considering the one on the Brew is 3/8. The one on the Brew, no, not that. The one on the Brew is only like that big around. Holding the entire front end on and has them giant tires. But it's getting cast iron on, so I mean, and I believe it is wider, which is a good thing as well. Full of grass, and I mean, it was sitting in the weeds. There was like 1,000 mowers there. Goodness, there were so many mowers there. The sucky thing is, I couldn't get all of them. Oh well. I mean, my dad wouldn't like this entire side yard being full of only mowers, and that's it. But, you know, he'll be fine. I don't think I'll be breaking those wheels, should I? Oh, I know where that cat is. I see him. He's in the house, at the back door, wanting in. Oh, poor thing. I don't really care that much, to be honest with you. He's been outside for a while. Nice looking sunset. Look. It's like 7 something right now. No, it's like 6 something. Man, if only I could climb on the roof of that garage. Ooh, I'd get such a good view from the garage roof. Whoa, that's really good zoom on this new phone. I mean, look at all these parts, though. I mean, look at how good that looks. Like, and then, of course, the stupid crankshaft has these chunks missing out of it. It should still be usable, though. Oh, here's the whole reason I came out here. Paint thinner. Always wear gloves when using paint thinner. Apparently it'll give really bad rashes and whatever. And get into your blood and all sorts of stuff. Happened to my dad. Anyways. And if you have wheels like this, and you're wondering what the bolt pattern for them are, it's 5 by 4.5. So this has the same bolt pattern as a Jeep or like 90s Ford Rangers. So you can get Jeep wheel spacers on these things, and wow, that's crazy. But anyways, you can get giant like Jeep wheel spacers on these things, which is good. I mean, this thing just looks correct with 5-lug wheels on it, though. But, yeah, that's like, what, 13 minutes almost? I think that's definitely a big upgrade. Make sure I don't hit my back on that table. That would hurt. But, yeah. Have this all trimmed up, too. All it needs now is to figure out what's wrong with that engine. Paint those front wheels and put the tires on them. Lock the rear end and paint the wheels and put new tires on them as well. And probably the hubs still. Probably paint the hubs. I might paint them a different color than black, though. Like, make the hubs kind of stand out back there. Maybe paint them, I don't know, though. Because they'd have to be somewhat of a matching color. And we don't really have that much matching colors up here. We have primer. I think we do have some red, though. I think this right here. That won't look too bad. Probably will paint them black. And here's the paint. Not bad. Okay, well, I guess that's about it for this video. See ya.